Hey everybody, it's Jake with Classic Daily. I wanted to give you a little walkthrough of what we have been doing around here and the upcoming projects that we have going on. So to my right, this is a early 2002 Roundy car. We just did a whole bunch of rust repair on it, some bits in the floors, some bits in the rocker panels, part of a frame rail, etc., etc., etc. This car is now going to go off to paint, and then that will get done. This car is going to get M20, so naturally aspirated 2.5 liter M20 swap, and then a bunch of suspension stuff, flares, blah 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 blah, lots of cool stuff. If you've been watching some of our social media, you probably have seen this car. This car is getting a K24 swap. That's a Honda K24. This is the mock-up engine, but it will be getting a K24A JDM version. And then some other little bits we'll add in and make around 230 horsepower. This one we'll be offering kits for this, engine mounts, oil pan, exhaust manifold, everything. And same thing with that M20 car. We're working on documentation for that car as we build it, so we'll have all the information to be able to put it together in your garage or your carport or wherever you might have. Some suspension parts here on the ground. We'll get to that in a second. Those are IX parts. IX is back there. We'll talk about that in a moment. But first, this car, a nice, beautiful E21. This is it's got all new paint already. Exterior has been pretty much put together. We're slowly working on getting the whole thing, and I mean slowly, pretty quickly working on getting the entire thing put together now. The entire bottom of the car painted. All suspension bits that are getting reused are painted, and it's starting to go on. This is getting H&R and Bilsteins, and then this will get an S52 swap. Rear end is going to be a Munich Icons medium case diff with their fancy axles, and this thing will be able to hold the power and be able to be driven hard. Okay, onward, this way. So as I mentioned, we have some IX parts that are coming apart. This car is an IX sedan. We did some rust on this car, some rust repair on this car, which is now done. This is staying M20. Yep, we've done lots of 24 valve swaps, but this one is going to be staying M20 with a turbo, similar to Bloopty that I built for myself last year. So this will be turbo, probably in the 350, 400 horsepower range, all-wheel drive. We're getting a rebuilt torsion in the diff. It's getting upgraded torsion in the front diff, lowered a little bit, and then all of the goodies that we kind of get on and on and on. Okay. This 2002 behind me, which is currently still a shell. This will be the next one that gets a little bit of rust repair, not a lot of rust repair on this guy. So rust repair on this, and then it's going to get a turbo M42. As we go through this, we will also be documenting and getting all the details put together for how to put an M42 into an 02. We've done this a little bit already over the years, but we're trying to adjust and focus and make it just a little bit better, so we have good documentation for everyone doing these cars. Okay, one more in here that we're still working on, which is fun. It's currently sitting in the Dino Room, just because there's only so much room, and it's winter here in Michigan, and we're not doing a lot of dyno. So this car had an S52 in it, but it is getting an M73, and I'll walk over and show you that engine here in a second. So that's a V12 from whatever, 750. This is a 5.4 liter V12. And it might get a little help with some forced induction. Maybe. We're still kind of on the fence of what's going to happen with that. So this car, it will get a little bit of rust repair, just like they all do, and then it's going to get that V12. Let me show you that engine. So we're going to kind of swoop over here. It's been hanging out here by our sandblasting cabinet. There's not much to say about this thing. I mean, look at it. 12 cylinders. Cool intake manifold. Oh, and it's going to get a manual. So these never came with a manual. We're going to be using a PMC adapter, which is the same adapter that we're running on the K car, or not K car, but the K swaps car. And we're going to run an M57 diesel 6-speed. Don't quote. I don't know what model number that is, but that's what's going in it. Okay. So guys, if you have any questions about the projects that we're doing, or if you have some crazy project that you're interested in having us do, get a hold of us. Or if you have questions, again, about any of the stuff that we have, reach out, because we're here to help you. That's kind of the point. So have a great day, everybody. I'm Jake.